What up, yo? What's good, y'all? Damn, I feel good. How y'all feeling right now? Shout out to those of you in the live chat. This is gonna be a really quick ceremony, so I don't really plan to keep you guys on too long. Please hold off on any super chat just in advance. If any of you do super chat, I'm not going to do it today. Shout out to Teen Voice who got her beer with her. I see you. Okay. I'm very solemn right now. Yeah, damn, I feel good. I hope you feel good too. This is all about feelings and emotions. But it's deeper than that. You know what I mean? Sorry, or thank you guys for your patience. I know I pushed this back, but yeah, this is it, y'all. This is it. Because after this full moon, we're stepping into eclipse season. And it's important to know that this Leo eclipse that we're stepping into end of July, it's definitely going to allow your personal sense of power and magic to manifest through. All right, the strength of what you stand for. I wish I could put it into words because it's really super awesome. It's like a whole new cast. It's a whole new season. You know what I mean? And let's get this done. So, hey, Jen, I know you miss Taurus and Scorpio. Don't be hating on Leo. Don't be hating on Leo, Jen. See, I know why you hate on Leo, and it's okay, but let's just show love to everybody. Okay, it is what it is. Shout out to Jen, though. I still got your golden tarot cards, so I'm gonna use them next video to pull cards. But anyway, this is very, very, very awesome. You know, I really just kind of want you to breathe down to your diaphragm. We're going to do a very simple breathing meditation. The reason why I'm so solemn right now is because the moon is on Saturn and I have my moon in Capricorn on Saturn. So for any of you moon in Caps, I got you, Chris. I've just been caught up doing nothing, but I got you, man. I'll work on that. Stay tuned. There's gonna be a skit between me and Chris coming soon too. It's about Leo, Libra, and Gemini, ironically. So keep that in mind. A lot of this, it's funny, Paris. I am 100% sober. I haven't smoked any weed. But the reason why I look so high is because I'm having a lunar return. So for you Capricorn moons, this ceremony is going to happen and occur very powerfully for you. Okay. Really put yourself in the mood. It's so funny. Someone said, "Why are you so solemn?" For those of you who check me out on Future Life, I have moon sign series, magical moon messages, and I give 3 keywords. Check out Future Life TV if you want to see snippets of that. And it's interesting because the first keyword for the first decan of Capricorn is solemn. So we're getting into some serious energy that's going to once again very powerfully manifest the full weight of your worth, value, and all that other good shit. Okay, so really keep this in mind. Once again, feel into this victory. That's really the theme of this Cancer season. Everything you're feeling. We really do need to go to JFK. I'm gonna take you out on that, Jan. But yes, this is important because feel your victory and see your vision. Okay, this is going to be a serious feel because for some of you that have been wanting an intense shift, the moon in Saturn is trining Uranus in Taurus. So this is 6 months in the making. Shout out to the RH negatives in the building. up until now, you've done all the work. Like, I just need to let you know, some of you are tired because you're feeling this weight, and Saturn is ready to take your karmic power and manifest it through you. For the past 6 months, you gave Saturn an idea of what it is you want manifested. And now you've worked for that, through that, now Saturn's ready to work for you before you switch over in 6 months. Okay. And a lot of how moving forward you harness this energy is to embrace your superpower. I don't know how else to tell you this, because moving forward, the next 6 months is going to be intense. It's going to require a strength within yourself that you're not necessarily the most aware of. And this awareness is coming in now. Like this full moon right now, now, is like taking further the activation. And if you remember, full moon transits are completions. So right now in the cosmos, the full weight of your whole entire life, specific to this lunar cycle, has created a harvest over this past 2 weeks. Now, over this full moon to the third quarter square moon in Aries, you're going to be reaping off this harvest. You're going to be receiving. And it's moon in Capricorn, moon in Aquarius, moon in Pisces, third quarter square in Aries. So this is a power evolution. And this is a karmic superpower manifestation. This is that week where your body finally finishes integrating all that Lucy drive. And for some of you who have been wanting to for the first time, you telekinetically move your phone. You know what I mean? I'm going extreme here, but it's so much more deeper than that. In a lot of ways, for some of you, the way you intellectually process information is just going to be quicker. You're going to have more focus, more determination. Happy birthday, Zumi. Shout out to Mercury Roberts, put in work. All right, I see you guys have enjoyed Mercury's tarot scopes. We got the fucking tarot god. Oh, sorry for my language, because I think I'm under the pressure. Some kids are. We got Mr. Tarot God in the building. Shout out to Janice Gabriel. Shout out to Timothy Losi. You see, I got the team back. You see, I slowly got the team back. So yeah, you're gonna see more videos. But I'm really glad you guys are happy with Mercury. This is totally Aquarius Roberts, rather. Aquarius Roberts. I keep calling him Mercury. So keep that in mind. We got this. All the negative influences are out, and this is great. Shout out to Leo Jones, who said my tarot readings have become super accurate. This is really it. Like the way showing, the path making. Regardless, it's allowed all of us. I was gonna say all you, but it's really allowed all of us to evolve so much greater our own psychic ability. So Cancer and Capricorn are the most psychic zodiac signs in astrology. So for those of you who are ready for a psychic evolution, this is it. This is not just a full moon in Cancer. This is a full moon in it's not just a full moon in Capricorn. It's a full moon in Capricorn while we're having a grand water trine. Yeah, Nikita, the pathway. I literally said that. So really keep that in mind. This is going to have you feel the full power of your psychic ability. And this is why your willpower has to be pure, on point. We're still in holy war, my friends. A lot of you are getting more psychic by getting psychically attacked. So it's like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and you really just need to open up. Now, here's the thing that some of you want to really keep in mind. Some of you have strong Aquarian and Pisces energy. So you also are in contact with aliens. For those of you who have higher vibrational energy, you have to now, moving forward, really accept that every time you share space with another human being, you're not just talking to them. Your beta testing is over. All right, I'm just honestly, before I really go into the ceremony, I'm just going to be channeling messages now, because this we're stepping into the next level of how we're going to interact here. And many of you who have already been kind of connecting with higher beings through other people, this is going to be so much more real and not just an abstract concept. Because before, Pisces, Aquarius were beta testing this, some of you Sagittariuses, and even some of you Cancers. Now it's like fully into the next level. Okay, so first thing I have to let you know, breathe into your diaphragm. Let us ground. Before I channel, let us ground earth and activate air. So feel all the stress draining into the earth and out of your body. Some of you have been incredibly lethargic, especially those of you who are earth dominant. You're tapping into the energy of the earth evolving too. So you're simultaneously draining energy from your body. And most of you, regardless of what elemental dominant, you have so much chi and energy coursing through your body more than you're used to. So if you're tired, if you're lethargic, if you found that you're seeing synchronicities even more, and these ascension symptoms are kicking your butt, this is a really good sign, okay? Please, this is very important for me to allow you to understand. Some of you are trying to rationalize critically. Thank you, Inspirational Touch. I will be doing the super chat the next live video I do. Mercury and Leo is going to be my next transit talk. So stay tuned Friday, guys, because I'm going to do Mercury and Leo then. And when I do Mercury and Leo, then I'll be in a position to do the super chat before the, of course, next live event. So, yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. Hold on, let me make that okay now. So this is important because there's no rational explanation for a lot of these ascension symptoms. Some of your kundalinis are literally just going to shoot up. And yeah, I got a new webcam. Some of your kundalinis are literally just going to shoot up. I want you to feel all the stress draining out your body, and I want you to feel the beauty and the love of Mother Gaia coursing up through your legs. Let us now activate Earth. Feel it slowly coming up and on your crown. Okay? Certain primordial entities, deities, higher beings, higher consciousnesses, they're reaching out to you. They're reaching out through your imagination, concepts, ideas. In the realm of archetypes, what we have that these higher beings don't have is critical context. We are in a specific space and time, whereas these higher beings don't have physical manifested bodies. So they speak through archetypes, they speak through other people, they engage, they have that inspiration. So don't get so caught up on the examples. These beings are going to show themselves to you in the way that you subconsciously are most comfortable looking at them, okay? And most cases, these beings are coming through other people. This is why I was saying before, those of you who are ready to experience this greater space exploration without ever having once to leave this dimension, outside of astral projection, you are going to start to very powerfully interact with higher realities. So it's like everyone has a conscious mind, but this next wave All right, we're having a whole new revival and wave here. You are part of the generation that's going to awaken for the first time ever the higher conscious mind. Okay, everyone has a higher conscious mind. It's been dormant for like 56,000 years and it's waking up again. Okay, this might be the second time it's ever been up. The first time it was ever been up, humanity wasn't even a concept. So I said 56,000 years, but it wasn't necessarily awake for humanity. The reason why I wasn't awake for humanity is because 56,000 years ago, and I'm just throwing that number out my ass, a long ass time ago, consciousness wasn't really open the way it was. So the higher conscious mind was open, but we didn't have the conscious eye to see. Now our consciousness is open, our third eye, our conscious mind is everything that we see through these five senses, our sixth sense, our heart chakra, and our Tantien, right? I like to say our soul, but you kind of are your soul. Our higher conscious mind now is being open to the reality of yourself outside this conscious created simulation, in that you are a sim being played by a creator right now. And that means you also have a higher conscious mind that is aware simultaneously of who you are outside this simulation. Should you believe this is a simulation, you don't have to believe it's a simulation. You could just see it as eyes that open with your star crown that's in the cosmos. So when you're higher, and this is important because Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius, Sun in Pisces, Moon in Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, you have been beta testing this since 2008. So this is where your higher conscious mind woke up. When your higher conscious mind is open and activated, you can see the future, you can see the past, you can see the present, you can see time as a consciousness, you can see the higher dimensions. It's like this conscious mind will show you what's here, and the higher conscious mind shows you what's outside this simulation. It's literally seeing through the eyes of your higher self. So this is something that is activating and awakening for humanity. Even some of you Scorpios and Libras and Virgos have kind of in and out been experiencing this, and there's some exceptions to the rules. So some of you are way older than what I've said, and you've mastered this a long time ago. You could be a Gemini or a Taurus. Okay, so just keep this in mind. This is DMT shows Loco Lisa. That's a great way of activating that. So, keep in mind the synchronicities, the experiences that you're traveling through in time and space are slowly facilitating this collective shift. Leo is another person that's mastering this now because the North Node is forcing them to open this with Aquariuses. So keep that in, and even before, but keep that in mind. Like the reason why this is slow is because if everyone opened their collective eye and they started seeing the aliens that, you know what I'm saying, have been patrolling over us, it could cause a bit of upheaval. We need to make sure humanity is okay first. They see synchronicities, they slowly get used to our presence before we just kind of blah. Okay, this is why you see a lot of supernatural themes in programming. It's predictive programming that gets humanity ready for a lot of what occurs. Okay, so now that you have grounded yourself with earth, I want you to feel the white light coming down and activate air. You can say affirmations. Okay, now honestly, my friends, your light body and your vessel is very, very pure with this energy. Don't allow people's negativity, don't allow people's hurt, anger to shake you off your balance. You may have even inadvertently done things that are in difference of opinion to other people, and don't let their anger shake you off. Respond with kindness and compassion. Some of you have this purity in your heart, some of you have this peace, so don't let it get shaken up. React with understanding, react with peace. Don't allow people who have hate or anger in their hearts to get you angry or hate. Okay, you don't want to screw this over. As you, good job, Nibiru. As you say the affirmations, this is going to be super powerful, by the way. We have all these people joining in. This is super simple meditation. You're going to see life shifts automatically. So just listen to these channels. Once we start to do the water and the fire, this is going to activate, okay? And this is going to cause quick change because your changes has already happened Gemini season. So this is going to open doors. So the full moon in Sagittarius and the new moon in Gemini was all about life changing. All right. This is about opening doors. This is about standing firm with who you are so that no matter what is, projected your way, you're taking it. Okay. And you're giving some too. So keep that in mind. This is once again very powerful because your superpower is going to manifest. And I need to backtrack. Your superpower couldn't manifest before. You were around people who couldn't handle your energy. You were still going through a firmware update. Okay. Now think about aliens. Think about quantum space lords. Think about your higher self. A lot of who we call aliens or extraterrestrials is just a human man-made term for visitors and our older brothers and sisters. Humanity is but a consciousness that is a younger brother and sister to other advanced consciousnesses. A lot of people want to wonder or know, why haven't we seen aliens? Well, it's as simple as this. If we created an ant colony, how aware would ants be of the presence of humans? Humans are not checking for ant colonies. Humans are trying to be like, oh, let's let these humans know we exist. Some of the ants wouldn't even know how to perceive us, okay? When we talk about extraterrestrials, we're not talking about Hollywood glamorized grays who look all weird like ET. We're talking about higher conscious frequencies. When we talk about planets, when we talk about heavenly bodies, we're talking about conscious, real life, awake frequencies and vibrations. Earth is alive, okay? So a lot of these higher extraterrestrial civilizations that have existed for millions of years have seen humanity when it was a baby. They have seen humanity when it went through the Stone Ages, when it went through the Industrial Revolution, before that, when it went through the Dark Ages. Okay, think about the concept of an advanced extraterrestrial races of people who can just dip in and out of our atmosphere when they want. Someone with that supreme of consciousness capability is going to be able to control perfectly when they are seen and how we see them or not. Think about it. How easy is it for an advanced civilization to do so? So when Donald Trump, who has Uranus, okay, see, a lot of people, they don't tie in how astrology works to what some people say. Donald Trump represents the futuristic planet of Uranus. And I'm not doing this for politics. I'm just doing this for objectivity, because Obama also had Uranus on his sun. So both of these planets, both of these presidents are linked in this sense. Trump said that we're going to have space presence. He's not just saying that. This is in the 10th house of the world. 10th house, Uranus, Gemini, is literally an emission to space. So they know stuff about space that have not been publicly revealed. So to common people, talking about space wars seems very funny. It seems out there. This is real. 2020 is not far from here. We're going to have Saturn in Aquarius. We're going to have Jupiter in Aquarius, 2021. 2026, we're going to have Pluto in Aquarius. And extraterrestrial vibrational frequencies are going to be real, because our light bodies will have finally awakened and vibrated to where we can perceive them. So energies that have always been here, we're finally going to perceive. Some people are finally seeing Nephilim and giants in the air. It's not that they were never there. They were always here. They know invisibility. They know how to ascend their light body. Okay, this is where you believe or you don't. And we're not sugarcoating you anymore. We're not going to give you synchronicities. Every single human being that's alive has had their own personal experience with the inner God within to know that they got the juice, they're magic, and there's certain things in this reality that aren't the way we think they are, period. So it's up to you to believe. Welcome to the revolution of evolution of consciousness. And the revolution really will not be televised, even though everything is on TV and on the internet. You know what I mean? So really keep that in mind. Before, so I had a great meme. Before, people used to escape the real world by going on the internet. Now people escape the internet by going on the real world. Let me tell you something. This whole notion of people going inside themselves, everyone going on the internet, a lot more people are hermits than you think. A lot more people don't go out. There's so many extroverts who, ever since Pluto went into Capricorn, they became introverted. So please don't think this whole generational aspect of people being obsessed with smartphone technology and staying inside is just you. Everyone around the world is doing it. Even people who go out, it's not the same. This is generational. You're being called inside yourself to have this metamorphosis. Trust me, everyone's going to go out again. So this whole notion of people being on the internet is temporary. It's going to, augmented reality is a thing. There's technology that's being created to where everyone's going to take this technology and go out. They already beta tested it with Pokemon Go. It's in the works. The reason why most of you are hermits now is because a lot of this psychic evolution is sensitive, and you can't just be out there with people you don't trust. Trust in your process. You're not an antisocial weirdo. You're not a loner because you're finding different parts of yourself that are hard to integrate with other people. Some of you are just super psychic and super sensitive with water energy, and it's not easy to be with other people. And there's no literature on how to navigate this. There's nothing out right now. You guys are going to be the ones who write the best-selling novels, who speak on your experience and put these other kids on. So this is why I'm saying, embrace your insecurities, embrace what you're going through. If you let these other people talk about it, they don't know you. They don't really know you. They don't want to know you. They want to put you in a box. They want to define you. They want to make fun of you with their friends. Anyone who seriously wants to know you is going to be there with you. You are going through such a pivotal process that's the most badass. And the older generation wishes they were you. The younger generation wishes they had the knowledge, although the younger generation has stuff too. So especially if you're Pluto and Scorpio, don't back down. Don't listen to these people trying to act like you're a dumb millennial screwing stuff up. And even those of you from the baby boomer generation, they try to blame stuff on you too. It's us. We're the ones who are going to change the world. We're the ones who are going to do everything. And it starts now because of this superpower manifestation. And yes, this is a very serious download because some of you are going to be in positions in 2 weeks alone en route to this new moon. Like, this is it. From now to the new moon in Cancer is your body acclimating the ideology and literal supernatural experiences to be like, I did that. And now your whole world changes because it's like, wow, I can bench like 600 pounds where before I could only bench 200. So like now I can do so much more stuff. And how do you personalize it? What is your integrity? We made this together. We made it here together. It's not going to be until 10 years from now. It's not going to be until like 3 years from now that you realize how amazing every single time we meet up on this is. The fact that we do ceremonies every full moon, every new moon is amazing. It's 100% amazing. By the way, for those of you who donate into Patreon, and for those of you who join the blue light ritual where I do Aurora Blue with Archangel Michael, these are the ceremonies that I do it in. I don't do a special video like the new one. I just silently evoke it. So for those of you who are under the blue light protection, you're going to get it here, okay? And the Aurora Blue is just a simple blue light protection for anyone who donates, I think, like $1.11 on the Patreon. You get included. Aurora Blue will just clean all your chakras and protect you for the whole month. Once again, it's very passive. But regardless, you know, even if you don't have Aurora Blue, a lot of the ceremony is going to protect you anyway. So keep that in mind. This is very enlightening, but the challenges are going to be more too. The power of dark forces are going to be more powerful. Just know, even though it's going to be more challenging, you have more power to get through this. Trust me when I say your higher self will not put you through more than you are capable of. Okay. Peace out, Brian. So really keep that in mind. I want you to now really feel your power. So we're going to do super chat donation readings on Friday when I do Venus and Leo, but just not during the ceremony. So once again, we're going to start healing our bodies. As we heal our bodies, I'm going to say some channeled messages for you guys to release. This is a feminine ruled full moon, so there's not much you have to do. If this was Aries, Libra, I would tell you to be active. I would tell you to go out and share your message. But all you have to do is what you have to respond to. You're going to be called to take very powerful action. And when that time comes, you do so. So I want you to really take this healing energy in your heart. And for the next 5 minutes, let's just breathe this in. Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, please induce this magical healing ceremony. Because this is Cancer season, the water signs are going to get into you. So if any of you start to feel tears, if any of you start to feel any tingling or vibrations, just let it move. Just let it move through you and release it. This is going to help evolve and clean your vessel before we do the fire, okay? So I want you to, while you're doing this, breathe in your power and breathe out gratitude. How do I say? Breathe in the vision. How do you feel? All right. I want you to envision yourself at max power. Envision yourself at the most powerful you could be. Start to breathe this in your vessel. Okay. Now, because Uranus is in Taurus, as we're doing this, shout out to LJD who got massive tingling. As you're envisioning, you're connecting with your future timeline. When you see your max powerful self, you're connecting with your future timeline. I want you to see that future timeline projecting healing energy to you and you breathing that in. So everyone do this, but if you're water signs, moon or sun signs, just know your healing is going to activate much better. So let's do this for like 5 minutes. And I just want you to feel this, okay? What does it feel like? What are you doing? Okay, so I want you to carry this on for the next 5 minutes. Actually, let's just do this for 5 good minutes and then I'll do the channeling. Thank you, Alluring Vibes. Make sure you mash that like button. Don't be scared. I imagine some of you aren't logged in and that's why you can't hit the like button, so it's all good. But don't be scared. Subscribe, like, breathe in, breathe out. Like that Kanye West song featuring Ludacris. Breathe in, breathe out. All right. Bo Williams. Every now and then, especially when we do these rituals, we have archons, we have spies. So when the vibration rises, it negatively discharges on them. Like there's no reason there should be any dislike. So this is letting you know what I'm saying, the spies. But with the ratio like that, it don't even matter. We strong in here. Okay, this is just letting us know no negativity can falter us. Who is feeling this vibration? If you're feeling the tingling, I want you to think water signs because water signs are going in. There's a Pisces I feel right now really putting their heart into healing us all, and Cancer and Scorpio. So thank you. Remember, you are preparing your vessel right now to shift. So I just want to say right now, thank you guys for being so awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys are super amazing. Um, as a Gemini, I could just move so fast. We do these videos. I need to backtrack because we have been putting in hardcore ceremony ritual work for a while, for a good whole year. I have a whole 2017 worth of ceremonies and manifestations as well. Okay, like we've been putting in work this year alone, and you need to pat yourselves on the back. This isn't something that you're going to get a Nobel Peace Prize for. This isn't something that you're necessarily going to get rewarded for, nor do you have to, but you need to acknowledge how amazing you are for joining in on this. This is magic is very real. Shout out to Jenny Trang, Wang. We're working on a tarot deck. Shout out to Jenny. She's an illustrator, and I'm writing some descriptions. So you guys should follow. I'm gonna make an official video about this, but follow Power Peace Tarot. Tarot deck is coming out really soon. It's gonna be awesome. Once again, Power Peace Tarot on Instagram. But once again, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you once again, Jenny. You will go. You a perfect one, or a real one, rather. But anyway, really embrace this. You know, you have been a part of greatness, and all of these people coming in together, sharing energy and charging up. This might be small in relation to billions, but it does so much. And you're taking this energy out and sharing it with others you're with. Okay. So really keep that in mind. Now I want you to project this energy out to the world. So anyone who you feel that you want to heal, anyone who you have in mind, I'm going to envision the world right now and this energy that we've healed ourselves with. I'm now going to project it to the world. This is where I'm going to do the Aurora Blue ceremony. I'm envisioning blue light pouring on the world, but also healing energy. Okay, now this is going to be this is a breakthrough right here. I want you to pay attention to the next 24 hours and 48 hours, and you'll see the power of our healing. We're healing the world right now. I want you to see how this realistically changes and heals situations in your life and other people. So now, as we're healing everyone and ourselves and everyone else, all right, I want you to just start thinking of people who need your positive vibes, who need your help. Let's spread this healing energy to the world. And while I do this, I'm going to channel more messages. So the first message I have, in order for, you are in your human form right now, but not every one of you are humans. This human project was a way for the creator to experience itself in creation. It was a way for the creator, who was bored as hell. And when you think of the creator, Sony does not just have one developer. Microsoft does not just have one programmer. All right, there's a team of developers, right? There's a team of software developers. There's a team of hardware developers. I don't want you to think just like Abrahamic or other such traditional religions will have you think that there's just one primordial creator. There's so much universes. There's so much galaxies. And this is talking about the expansive, amazing simulation that the supreme goddess had created other gods, other software developers, all right, to create different video games, to create different systems, to create different galaxies. Some of you are the reincarnation of these deities, because this life cycle allowed, after, because we had the age of the gods, we had the age of the beasts, the age of the titans, then the humanity project came, the angels were created to help facilitate it, then the gods went into eternal slumber. Now a lot of them are reincarnating through humans so that they can experience. So your humanity is just a flesh vessel, but you have a spirit. Okay, everyone has a human vessel, but everyone has different spirits. Some of your spirits are air sign spirits. So you're from the cosmos, you're from the air. Some of your spirits are fire sign spirits. So your primordial, etheric, archetypal essences are gods. Some of you are water sign spirits. So you're from the depths of subconscious being and water. Some of you are earth sign spirits. So you're the closest thing that we have to humanity. Okay. So your spirit is not what makes you human. Everybody is a human, but not everyone. That doesn't mean everyone is human. Does that make sense? Some of you are angels. Some of you are gods. Some of you are dark goddesses, but everyone is in a human body. So you're not human. You just have a human body. This is what this karmic superpower manifestation is doing, where some of you had to grow up and lie to yourselves. You did the Men in Black flash pen to where you forgot yourself, because you had to understand what it's like to be a human. You had to understand what it's like to have limitations. Some of you just had etheric beings where anything you thought up would manifest, and you didn't feel pain and you didn't have challenges. And so now you're in a human vessel where it's like, oh my gosh, I bleed. Oh my gosh, I'm not perfect. This is amazing. Embrace your humanity, okay? But you're not human. You're a spirit. You're not a human having a spiritual experience. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. And this is where you are now going to be given the keys to shift into your true state. That's why we had to go through Gemini, understanding your true self. Everyone has an initial base state, the human state. So I want to flip this concept on its head, because everyone is so obsessed with being a god. Everyone is so obsessed with being someone greater than who they are right now. You don't know the ultimate state you're in is a human vessel. You don't know how valuable your human vessel is. Like, people want your body. All these higher beings, they want your body. They want something to possess, because this is what makes it real. And how best to have you not appreciate your human body? By talking it down, by making it be some limiting vessel. So I just want to once again have you keep this serious. The highest attainment for you to have is a human vessel. your sealed state, your weakest state. However, we're working in reverse. Now that we have mastered our human vessels collectively, because if we don't master it collectively, someone can awaken and it will kill other people. But now we've collectively reached a state where when Aquariuses awaken, the rest of us don't die because their aura is so powerful. Now you can shift, okay? Some of you, before this video, have understood how to shift. So this message is either for those of you who know or don't already know. Now, this full moon, I guarantee you, from now until 2 weeks, is going to give you the key, the push to start button to shift into your true self. This is like taking an NZT pill. All right, I want to show you a video. So for illustration, last time I showed you about Gohan and unlocking the power. Right? Damn it. I wish I could show you that scene. It was the first Spider-Man. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Are you guys ready? Y'all need to see this right now. So let me show you. The volume might be a little low, but please bear with me. It's the visual that's really more important here. So check this out, y'all. Oh, Peter Parker looking ass boy. That's gross. Instinct. It's the easiest job ever. You have to get people through the door? Go where? Go where? Lie. Up and away with. That's it. Go. Go. Go, let go. Go, let go. When you get this accent. Tally ho. I'm glad y'all seen that. Oh, Peter Parker looking ass boy. Oh, Peter Parker looking ass boy. That was so important. Like that video in a nutshell is a lot of y'all, okay? we literally saw this boy go like, go Webb, go! Go Webb, go! Oh, Peter Parker looking ass boy. So that's what I love so much about that. Like, yeah, I know not everyone's seen that, but it's like, not, that's one thing you need to know. Like, you already have the power inside the Lucy drive. When Mercury was in Taurus, the Lucy drive was all this superpower being awakened in your body, but everybody is different. You are as unique as a snowflake. So, I mean, for the past 4 months, a lot of you have been wondering, how do I do this? Is it like this? It's specifically tied to a mudra. It's something that activates on your body. So some of you have already known what that trigger is to shift and activate it, okay? We can get into the different types of meta powers. For some of you, your power is ingrained and it's always on. For some of you, you have to turn it on like a car. For some of you, you have to just manipulate different parts. Some of you already know how that is. Some of you are going to find out. But just like, what's the similarity between this video and what I showed you with Gohan? Both of them already had the power. They just had to know how to activate it. You right now have super magical, supernatural power. The type that most people will think you're crazy for thinking you have. Who could Peter Parker in that universe tell? Even though he basically did the dumbest thing in broad daylight and tried to swing. This is so real. We have Pluto and Saturn. Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn is slinging your web across the street and realizing, holy shit, am I really going to trust in this web? Like, how many people would do that? What if he thought that his web wasn't strong enough? He had to trust himself. And a lot of you over the next 6 months are finally going to know how to contact these angels. You're finally going to know how to make real a lot of what was just etheric concepts in your head, and it's going to be exhilarating. And so by 6 months from now, once we're in the new moon in Capricorn, this is where Peter Parker, he's no longer training. We are stepping out of the realm into the spiritual, into the real world. So you have 6 months to train. You're going to activate this. And now you're going to train. So 6 months from now is when you don't have to really do that whole montage of you trying to figure out how to use your powers. You've made it real. And trust me, this is important because you're at the breakthrough point where you're stepping into a new conceptual reality. Some of you, like, I can talk to Sagittarius and Pisces all day because their power's already awakened. So they know their trigger word. For you guys who already know your trigger word, for some of you it's a word, for some of you it's actual, it's going to be something physical. You already have done it. Your test over the next 2 weeks is to find who you can show this to. Your test is to find someone you can trust to share and show this to. Others of you, you are on the brink to breaking through for the first time ever. And listen to me. This is huge. We're talking about, shout out to Shazam, we're talking about you doing things with your body you have never done. This is a new concept. Imagine never flying with your body before, and then you accidentally levitate, okay? This is going to be a new feeling. You need to allow your body to tell you this. And when you get told this, you have to keep this secret, okay? When did Superman ever tell anyone they were Clark Kent? When did Peter Parker ever tell any random person that they were Spider-Man? All right. And just like was quoted in Kick-Ass 2, all right, your first and last name is now your cover. The real you is Kick-Ass. Whereas before, your superhero persona was your cover, but you were really, James Patrick. Now your supernatural persona is the real you, and your cover, right? Your disguise is your ego, first name, last name. This is really what's shifting into, especially for those of you who don't want this. Some of you are trying to run back to the old life and be like, this is too intense. I'm seeing too much spirits. I just want to live a normal life. And it's getting worse for you because you have to embrace this path. Just like MK said, right? Because they say loony bin. You have to understand when it comes to the loony bin threats, the Neptune, Uranus, this means you're activating too much Uranus and Neptune. You need to be able to balance it with Saturn so you don't give yourself away, because the dark forces are not wanting, like the way this is supposed to happen, our generation, we're supposed to have centers where people can awaken their Kirks. And so people who believe in themselves can go through a place, because the whole process of awakening to your Kirk is a maddening one. You need a safe space where you allow facets of your puberty and facets of your ego to die as something else is reborn. It makes you go a little crazy. You need a controlled space for that. We don't have that. Instead, we're told that we're wrong for going through this process, and it's a lie, and it doesn't allow people to evolve healthily. And so what you have are more people who evolve through the dark way, and now they let darkness overtake their hearts. This is something our generation is going to fix, where we create centers for people to psychically evolve, psychically mature. We're probably not going to call them psychic powers. We're probably going to use some kind of political term, right? This is happening right now, trust me. So keep this in mind, my friends, okay? You are activating this now. And now that we've done the water, I want you to envision fire burning over your body in an ember, adding light to you, and not just adding light, but burning away all impurities. The next channel message that I want to say is to add on that. Remember, Peter Parker just barely understood his power. Uranus and Taurus is seeing a lot of your grooves come out your body. This evolution is fusing with your body. And you will know what nature it is because Uranus and Aries, you were thinking about it. You were having ideas. Oh, this is who I could be. Oh, I'm way much more than human. So it's grounding now, okay? And don't worry, that tuna sandwich is good. It's never bad to eat a tuna sandwich. You can watch this whenever you want, okay? So really keep in mind, Kevin Jordan, this is so real. This is what makes this a generational breakthrough. For some of you, this is just a concept. So this is why it's so hard for me to say this. I am a Gemini, okay? There is a whole multiversal magic world out there. There is a whole multiverse of magic where anything can happen. And you're being deliberately made to just see the world through your three senses. The dark forces want to keep humanity trapped in Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. Everything after Cancer is superhuman power. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini is just your five senses and your mind. So as a Gemini, I'm here to open that doorway for you and let you know there is a whole magical Narnia. There's a whole magical world. There's so many people in this world who have superpowers that have hidden it, because they know if they reveal it to people, the government will do testing on them. They'll get kidnapped. They'll be seen as freaks. This is not some movie concept. I know this because I live it, period. I've had people psychically read me and say, I see what you do in your live videos, which I can't even speak on because this isn't a private conversation. Okay, so I'm just letting you know, for some of you who don't have that concept, it's very real, and it's okay that you don't know. Chances are you're pretty young and you're breaking into this for the first time. I need to let you know, I'm only here to get you through the door. After me, that's my job here. That's what the peace dealer is here for. I'm back here to help humanity, have them walk through the door. After me, you're gonna meet Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Michael will help. I'll help protect y'all, right? And I'll work with the main vibration, help you get through the door. After me, you're gonna meet a Virgo. You're gonna meet Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is gonna help you move throughout this magical world. It's gonna be a reliable friend. It's gonna be a Virgo who's here in your real life, right? The Gemini you're seeing online. After you activate this power, you're going to meet up with a Virgo or a Virgo energy who's going to help you navigate through this magic world. All right. And then Sagittarius, my opposite sign, is when you've graduated this multiverse and the whole eternity, and you're ready to step into an even higher reality, out into the spiritual realm. So once again, for any human For anyone in a human form who's ready to activate beyond their mind, to open up their feelings, Cancer is the gas. It's how you rev on the broom, and then Leo puts on the solar heart energy, and bam, you're perfecting and mastering yourself. Most of humanity has all the zodiac signs, but they have only mastered up to Gemini. Humanity is barely mastering Cancer. Okay, so this is what I mean when I say many of you are going to walk through that door, and you have to believe, because most people don't believe. The dark forces know that once most people believe, they can't be controlled. This is sovereignty. So they're trying to make sure people get stuck into thinking it's just your five senses. You guys know better, but some of you guys have not activated your Merkaba, because some of you guys feel that it's just an abstract concept, that it's just something that happens in another reality. It happens here. You can, I will keep on saying this. You can fly right now. Whatever I say as a Gemini, Sagittarius shows you. Okay? So if you want to see it, you'll see after you activate it, Sagittarius and Virgo will bring you past your limits. As a Gemini, I'm literally here to tell you the truth. You can walk through this door. I can't make you walk it yourself, but you can believe it and just have patience. You believing in your body to help you know the natural trigger. It's just like bleach. All right. Every soul reaper has a Zonpak toe, but it's not until their soul sword trusts them will it let them know the magic words to activate it. And some of you, your bodies, right? Your bodies and your souls are ready to give you its secret. Some of you have old souls that have existed before this pantheon, before any pantheon, but you're in a human vessel. You're split in consciousness and you're ready to fuse. It's ready to give you its power. And some of you, it hasn't been doing so because you've been looking outside for answers. You've been asking other people. Your soul wants to give you its secrets. Your spirit wants to give you its secrets. All right, I want you to remember, I want you to think that you are your moon sign and you have a sun sign. All right, unless your moon sign's in the second house that you have a moon and a sun. But I want you to think that you are your moon sign, right? And you have a spirit. Okay, so I am a Capricorn moon and I have a Gemini sun in the second house. My Gemini sun expresses itself as an espada, a sword. So I'm in my sword form, but when I transform, it manifests as a sword. If you have a sun sign in a fire sign, your spirit could be a rod. Your spirit could be a gat. You know what I mean? What is your spirit? This is going to help you know the nature of your power. If you have a sun in Pisces, your spirit, you could be a moon in Capricorn, right? With the sun in Pisces. So that means you're a sea goat and your spirit is just a magic lamp. And you can make anything come true. This is now starting to see the spiritual side of you. Okay, so you have a spirit. What's the manifestation of your spirit? Your spirit is ready to let you know your secrets. And once again, I have to reiterate. Peter Parker didn't just know to do this. It was an accident. Some of you are going to have this moment. And this is so exciting. You're going to realize life is so much more amazing. You just need to tap into your body. The key here is to tap into your body. Peter Parker did not know to just do this. Gohan did not know that Elder Kai was not wasting their time. You know what I mean? They just had to do it. Okay? So how much do you believe in yourself? Are you investing more time for working for someone else's dreams than to unlock your superpowers? Because it's only people, this is why the supernatural power is the 12th house, is the 8th house. You need to give yourself the most time and believe, okay? Peter Parker knew he could do this because he started to see the Lucy drive, which is a horrible analogy, start to awaken. He already saw proof. You're already seeing proof. You're more psychic. You're more spiritual. Your body wants you to go further. And there is a shift. All I have to tell you is there is a shift state to where you can activate your Merkaba and harness this infinite power. However, from the shift state to your human form. Your human form is the most important form, so that when you go to the shift state, your energy isn't just releasing. So if you're a Scorpio and you go into your shift state, the energy could be so subtle, people can literally faint because the energy is so dense. That's why you have a human form. That's why in Bleach, once again, the Arankar, the Soul Reapers, their energy is so powerful, they have to seal it in a base form. Don't disrespect your base form. All right, they had to seal their power in a base form so that it's not so powerful, and so their swords aren't like skyscrapers. Okay, you are in your base form. Many of you have lived through a Saturn return or two just to master your base form so you can release greater energy. Okay, these are very fascinating concepts that not a lot of people are ready for, because not a lot of people believe, like, I can talk about this all day, but for some of you, it's just going to sound like a video game. And some of you, that's your power. Some of your powers are, you're the programmer of this matrix. So you have a status bar. You can see people's HP. You can see people's ailments. It's amazing. The thing is, don't let people know about this. What happens from the divine is between you and the divine. There's a reason why this super divine self has to be kept hidden. Okay, it's kind of like how in ancient Greek pantheons, whenever these Greek gods would show their true forms to human beings, the human being would die, right? It's kind of based off of that. Keep this between you two. And you who are watching me right now, who's thinking I might be crazy, or you think that this might just be some facet of my imagination, this is very real. And I know you're doing this now. Can you see, if your eyes could see the subatomic process of atoms and electrons and protons forming, you would see what I mean by the superpower being real. But you have to feel. Since you can't see it, you have to feel it with this Cancer season. And just focus your mind on your release call. Okay, we just did this ritual right now to prepare our bodies for a release call. I promise you guys, from now until the new moon in Cancer, your own body is going to teach you how to activate your super self. And then once you get into that shift state, this is you turning on your sun sign. And then from there, you can evolve to more states. But I'm just trying to get this archetype. Everyone has the base human form. And in another 5-10 years from now, the conversation is, hey, what's your superpower? Oh, I can bend elements. What's your superpower? Oh, I'm good at telepathy. Oh, what's your superpower? Oh, I can shift the tectonic plates. Like, that's what's people are gonna be talking about their quirks. The whole new thing is who hides their real powers versus who says their real powers. They're gonna be people who their superpower is to see other people's superpowers. And we have checks and balances. And it's literally just gonna happen. And there's not gonna be anything normal about it. There's going to be some chaos because people try and fight the government with it. The government has to use their super soldiers that they've been secretly training in private because they couldn't let us know our taxpayers' dollars are going through something as abstract as that most of the human people would not expect to pay for or agree, so they have to keep it silent. Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Is this like a new generation of gods? Yes. Not even just like Greek gods. This is a whole new pantheon that's being born, because if you think about it, gods are just the title. And that's why I hate using the word gods and goddesses. You guys are evolving into beings that are greater than gods. The key word you want to use are agents, angels, and celestial beings. Okay, God is really just a man-made term. You're defining this. You're transforming into this. A lot of people feel like supernatural power is levitation, when supernatural power is believing in yourself, activating your heart, and taking someone who is depressed and adding their vessel with light. There's nothing more supernatural than that. Converting someone who was filled with hate and filling them with love. All this other flashy shit exists, but I'm letting you know, turning it on starts from your heart. Your body is an actual car. Aquarius is the electricity. Cancer is the fuel. Capricorn is the decision to turn the ignition on, right? Mars is the accelerator. Your Mars is the accelerator. And Leo is the source. right? Your heart turns on. The shift happens with activating your heart chakra. So for those of you who are blocked at the heart, this is going to break down. And it's the lightning opposite Leo. That's the electricity. Doom. Once the polarities there, the masculine and the feminine are the polarities, like the negative and the positive of a battery. Doom. And you'll turn it on. That's all I can tell you. Now, because you're unique, the way you do this will be unique. I love how they threw the Easter egg in there. Shazam! Oh, Peter Parker looking ass boy. Shout out to Peter Parker, though, especially the new one. This is it, y'all. This is it. The reason why it took this long, because collective shifts were needed, because the South Node in Aquarius had to narrate this new pantheon, okay? That within a multiverse where people have different conflicting motives and aims, and this is just going to be amazing, okay? So that's really all I can say. I wish I could tell you more. Don't look for anything too flashy. Magic is in the mundane. So look at the normal, everyday things. It's all in front of your face. And trust me, your power, your subconscious power. Imagine there's a spirit world you. Imagine you're a Gemini and there's a spirit world you, and then there's the real you. Imagine if there was another spirit that walks with you that is you, but it's the spirit form of you. And it's been showing you synchronicities with your spirit guides. You're ready to see through this. I don't know how else to tell you. This is definitely this transit where you break through. It's going to transform you forever. I mean, some of you guys have Aquarius moons and you're already able to access the Akashic records. You can just look and see space and see how everything is all, you know, all the information you need. So it's literally just like Jesus said. Jesus was out here talking about, you know, I can heal these people, but you guys are going to do greater than how I did. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm sweating already. Don't worry about a hierarchy. Everyone accesses and harnesses infinity. Don't worry about or listen to people who get caught up in, you know, oh, I'm the most powerful. It's not about who's the most powerful compared to other people. You're your only competition. It's all about being the most powerful you can be. And if no one else is going to tell you this, I'm going to tell you, every single human being has access to magic. Every single human being has access to supernatural power because you are supernatural. In the 1600s, in the 1700s, where small sects of alchemists were up, many people had this consciousness, but dark forces killed them, burned them at the stake. Salem witch trials, burning magic books. It was deliberately suppressed. And this is the next phase of consciousness that's awakening this. The new Salem witch trials, my friends, are being asked to be put in loony bins. Don't let these people stage interventions for you that you don't deserve to be in unless you can admit you really do have a problem and you're ready to own up to that. Okay, just letting you know, the new Salem witch trials are the jails, are the loony bins. Oh, we think you're crazy when really you're just super psychic. Okay, get ready, because as you activate this, you will. So picture that fire. I want you to now picture the fire burning you, coming into a central place, personally focusing in your heart. And just feel this light coming down on you. You could put it in a ball and put it in you. All right. Do something personally that's going to activate this. And moving forward, walk through that door. So by the time we do the new moon in Cancer ritual, you will have received the trigger. You will have received the release call. For those of you who've never experienced supernatural power, I promise you, you on your own will activate it. All you have to do is believe. Believing it's possible and truly believing you can do it is going to allow you to feel something new. The key here is psychic breakthrough. You must be ready to feel something you've never felt. You must be ready to experience something you never felt. But I promise you, most of you watching have already done this. And some of you are watching me like, peace dealer, I've already done this. I've already done this. And if you're 8th house sun, if you're 12th house sun, if you're Virgo, if you're Sag, if you're Aquarius, if you're Pisces, I already know you're with the juice. Okay, so your mission is to find someone who to use this power on. Who can you reveal it to? Because you'll be able to help them walk through that door too. It's time to build this tribe. You must believe, and it's okay if you don't know how. Sit with yourself and take your time. You just must believe. This is everything the dark forces are fearing heavy. So I want you to release all this energy now out into the air. Any excess energy, just release. Give it to the universe and co-create with it. When you shift, you'll be able to see your spirit guides, okay? Any kind of negative critical reaction to this is people who don't believe in themselves and they're threatened that you're believing in yourself. Trust me, I love you guys. I actually put myself at risk just to do these videos. And it's super easy. All I have to do is sit behind a freaking computer screen, go in front of a webcam and open my big fat mouth. So it doesn't look like I'm putting myself at risk. But every time I do these, you guys have watched me long enough to see the interference. I get psychically attacked every day. Okay, I have insomnia. I don't go to sleep at night anymore because I'm getting attacked. Okay, and that's nobody's, I'm not blaming anybody for that. I stepped up, I signed up for this. We're all having ascension symptoms. It's knocking off our sleep schedule. There's a lot that I don't like to say happens that I do because this is what I signed up for. And I want to let you know you're not alone too. I know some of you are getting psychically attacked because you've let this light into your heart. And just like Moonbase said, my protection is so much stronger. And I know you guys always send me love. You always send me peace. You always send protection. And that's what I love the most. And I'm just so grateful. So definitely grateful for everything. You guys are amazing. We have grown this tribe and community, and we're going to take over. It's not going to be much longer now. People don't know. And this is not the peace dealer and his crew are going to take over. We're going to take over. The peace dealer is an equal entity, just like you guys watching me. I'm just a platform here so we can all congregate, but I'm not better than any single one of you. We are all coming together to work as a team. And so up until the next time, join me for the Venus and Leo transit. For those of you who have done the super chats, I'm going to do the super chat cards in that transit. Venus and Leo is going to activate this, Mercury and Leo is going to activate this solar energy in our hearts and have us really tap into this. And for those of you who are ready for the first time ever in a much greater way to supernaturally tap into your sovereignty, because some of you are already psychic, but I'm talking about that next level. It is here. It is now. And until next time, peace.